Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to YouTube. I'm your host, Whale Cow, and together with my co-host, the Rattling Gun.
That's a great one. Hello.
We are continuing our Predator campaign.
Indeed.
Yep. One thing
And,
that we wanted to take care of first was if we go up here into finances, we can ask for a financial aid package from our chairman. He won't be happy with us, obviously, because we're demanding extra money. Typically, his morale will go down 50% because of this. However, it'll only be 40% because of William Evans's team player personality trait.
And because we have a 10th as our goal, it means that every race is going to improve the chairman's happiness again, so we can take the hit and still be at 100 by the time the season's over, so there's no reason not to ask for extra money.
No reason that I can think of, but I just feel like we're screwing ourselves over hard somehow.
Neither of us can think of a reason that this is going to backfire, which means that inevitably it will backfire in some way.
Yep.
But
for now, give us money. Alright. I'm clicking accept funds. Our fate is sealed. Alright. So next, I want to take a look at pit crew like usual.
Yep. Let's take a peek.
Alright. One thing I wanted to think about doing was like maybe replacing one or two pit guys, because I know that some of these guys aren't the best and we could potentially get better ones looking through the available hires.
Yeah. Sounds fair to me. Let's
so I'm actually I'm opening it up
Which
now.
ones were you thinking of getting rid of, and like what traits do we want to look for? Because that's something we should think about.
Yeah. So I was thinking about fixing up our tires and refuel set. I just think that maybe there are some better options. Like Manila down here, we already have enough people that can handle the rear jack as well as he can, and at the same time we can replace him with Pearson, who's got a 9 in tires, an 11 in refuel, and a 7 in rear jack.
Sounds fair to me. He's also got lovely stamina and low mistake chance.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and fire this guy.
How much will it cost us?
It doesn't cost us anything to fire the pit crew.
Right.
Alright,
Makes everything easier.
Yep, and then we hire Pearson for 190k. Alright. And then we want to do the usual swap in, swap out. We want to replace Vernon and Woodall because their mistake chance is up to 1.8.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can replace Vernon with the guy we just hired.
Yeah, we can swap in Pearson there, and I think that we can swap Woodall with Holden. Think that makes sense?
Yeah, looks good. Okay, Rathel is not looking so great on the stamina, but his mistake chance is only 0.8 right now, so I think we could live with it.
Yeah, I think that's manageable. We can swap Odom with Franken. Or, no, that ups our rear jack by a point, but also ups our mistake chance by 0.1.
Odom only has 5 stamina down anyway.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're probably good for now then.
Yeah. So let me see. Our car is still getting repaired from the last race.
Mm-hmm. We should start designing a new part though.
Yep.
Because this is why we got money.
Mm-hmm.
Next race is again going to be the engine and the gearbox, yeah? So we need to look ahead to the race after that.
After that is gonna be brakes and suspension.
And what's the one after that?
Let's see, brakes, suspension, and then after that is going to be engine suspension.
Alright. Sounds like we should go for suspension first then.
Or
we might want to go with brakes, because our brakes are absolute crap.
Yep.
And they're also cheap and build quick.
Uh-huh.
So we can bang out 2 sets of brakes before this coming race.
Yeah.
And then start on suspension. And probably have 2 suspensions done in time for the next race, so we have both good brakes and suspension.
Yeah.
For that race.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Alright.
Alright, so going into
what are our
brakes here.
options for brakes?
It's actually pretty nice. We've got deceleration and reliability plus 10. We've got red zone minus 10. Deceleration plus 25 to max, and build time minus 1 day. I kind of feel like doing the plus 25 to max.
I was aiming towards deceleration and reliability, because we're going to be making 2 of these. We're not going to have much time to actually upgrade them.
I think
it's going to be split between both of them.
I think we will,
so
because we won't need it till the next race. Till after the next race, so.
That is a good point. I just feel like with our current factory level, like, we won't quite get them up to where we really want them to be, especially if when we have to put points into reliability. Most definitely.
I just desperately want to get our performance better, because right now the part will be 3 performance.
Yeah. But we can fix that at least in part by just taking deceleration plus 10. And reliability plus 10.
Alright. Whichever
I don't know.
you think.
Let's go back and look at our current parts and make sure we don't want to do anything with our current parts. Because if we want to do things with our current parts, it's going to bite too much into our brake time, and we should not go for max. We should just go for the deceleration reliability.
Alright, our current brakes, the first one is 6 performance, 63% reliability. Second one's 8 performance, 59% reliability.
Okay. And our engine and gearbox are all fine for where they are. We've got Evans is super reliable, and we don't need Santa Ana's that reliable because she's got Nurse.
And then we go down to suspension. Suspension's already okay.
Yeah, right. We have pretty good suspension. I was surprised by how good our suspension was. So yeah, I think... Okay, yeah, I think that we can afford to go with max. I think you're right. If we just focus on upgrading these brakes, as long as we make sure to put a lot of points into the reliability, because they'll be starting at 40, and we need to at least make sure that Evanses get much higher than that.
Yeah. How about we do the plus 25 to max on the first one, and then the flat bonuses on the second one?
What are the good options that we will have for the second one? Click on something so that we can see what the good options that are. We can plan ahead.
Yeah. So for good, it can be minus 3 days, reliability minus 10%, red zone plus 5%, reliability plus 30%, deceleration minus 10. So if we chose that option, our brakes would be 0 performance.
Yep.
Build time minus 3 days, deceleration plus 30, risk level plus 1. And then the last one would be deceleration plus 20 to max, reliability minus 10. So it looks like for the good brakes, we should take the first average and the last good.
Yeah, the first average and the last good combines very nicely. And this one will give the plus 25 to max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this plan. This is a good plan.
Alright. So we'll
Onwards!
buy that 523,000 down the toilet, relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, shall we continue then?
We shall.
Alright. Oh look, car repairs are complete.
What a surprise. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for the brake to finish, what should we work on? I think that we should just focus on improving performance of our engines and gearbox. Because we don't need reliability. The last race proved that. Our reliability is good.
Alright, what specifically do you want to do? Because everything's already looking okay.
Yeah, everything looks pretty good. I just figure we should put the... while we have a couple days, we should just put the points in. Let's just go with engine points, see if we can max those out, and then maybe gearbox if we actually finish that.
On performance or reliability?
On performance. Our reliability is good. The last race was tough on these two parts, and they all came through for us.
Alright. So we're leaving engines in performance, and what do you want to put in reliability?
I'm vaguely tempted to just put in the front and rear ring of Evans's car in for reliability, because we can't improve the performance, but every once in a while, like you see a race where that was a crucial part and they actually wind up dropping into the red zone.
Alright,
and you can have trouble.
That sounds good.
The other thing, though, that I'm thinking of is that we might want to improve the reliability of the average gearbox on Santa Ana's car, because the good gearbox has a much higher maximum performance. So if we reach the point where we've actually hit the maximum on one gearbox and the other one's going past it, we might want to give Santa Ana the better part, but we'll need the reliability on the average part up if we actually want to give it to Evans.
Alright, we'll be improving the reliability on the low speed corners and the acceleration then.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
348 days after the race, this will be finished.
Right. Let's fix that. I almost pressed the continue button.
No, we don't want to fix that. We want to focus on the performance. The reliability, we're just getting the chief bonuses, because the reliability isn't the important
so we're
thing.
maxing the reliability.
No, we're maxing performance.
Right. I moved the slider over to performance, but I said reliability.
Yes.
Alright, so staff impact, though, says that that'll be done in 2 or 3 days, so
That's
feel
perfect.
like
Then we'll switch over to gearboxes.
No, but the gearbox is... Okay, yeah.
They're the important parts for the next race. There's no reason not to upgrade them.
Alright.
We can't be thinking too far ahead and forget the race that's coming up next.
Alright, let me just move it up a few days till performance work's done. Okay. And then you want to put it on the gearboxes.
Yeah. Because now our engines are maxed out for performance, so there's no reason not to upgrade the gearboxes, which is the other important part.
Should we put any points in reliability or keep it max performance?
I see no reason not to keep it max performance, because we're only going to be doing this with these specific parts for like another 2 days before the brake is done.
All right.
And then we're going to be focused on the brake.
Okay. Alright. Brakes build's done.
Ta-da! Awesome.
Alright.
Let's set it improving both in its performance and in its reliability. And I think that we should just leave it as the only one there. And just let all the engineers focus on it.
Alright. Performance or reliability or both?
What is it reading right now? What happens if you put it in the middle? I want to see what it reads.
1.5 a day on reliability and 1 a day on performance.
Okay.
We've got 18 days.
We have 18 days. I think we need to lean... If we lean towards... you know what? If we focus on just this part, it will be at about 70 reliability. If we leave it like this and don't do anything else, even when we finish the other break, this particular break will be at 35 performance. Oh no, I lied. That's after race and 18 days till the race. It'll be at 17 performance and about equal reliability to our current ones. So we could use it for this coming race. Now it's not nearly as important, but it would be an improvement. The question then is, do we want to do that, or do we want to focus on upgrading both of them so that we're sure they're both ready for the race afterwards? Because we're also going to be trying to get suspension done by then.
I think
I might be trying to overplan things.
I think we should move the slider slightly towards performance because Santa Ana doesn't need much reliability.
Good point.
All right, and then we'll save this discussion until after we built the second brake, if that's what we're doing now.
Yeah. So let's get the next brake going.
All right, deceleration plus 10, reliability plus 10, deceleration plus 20 to max, reliability minus 10.
Sounds good.
All right. And then that'll be another 523,000.
Yep. It's always nice when you can use the designer's components because they don't cost anything.
Meanwhile, our chairman's like, where'd all that money I just gave you go?
And we're just like, we put it in the cars. What do you expect us to do with it? Throw more parties?
Alright, so then we advance time.
Yep.
We scouted a driver.
Huzzah!
Hi, I'm done with my scouting mission. I've found everything there is to know about Sergio Valdez. He's one of the very best drivers in ERS. He still has some potential to improve. His predicted end of season position is 15th.
15th.
Yeah. He's got a 30-month contract, so we won't be seeing him anytime soon.
Yeah.
He's spoilt, he hates team orders, and he's selfish. But he's also a born leader.
Somehow was a born leader as well.
This driver might be Hitler.
Oh dear. And yet he has 100% marketability as well.
Okay, let's see who we should creep on next.
Hey, his race mechanic is B. Evans. Wonder if there's any relation to our driver.
Just, does any name here jump out at you?
How about not ones that are in different leagues?
Yeah. This
That seems like a terrible...
This dude's name is Ebony Tyler. Wouldn't that be amazing to have the first name Ebony?
Alright.
Let's look at El Sadat.
Sure.
Okay. And then male, it looks like there's gonna be a vote soon. The GMA meets next week to discuss a possible hybrid approach to safety car rules. Proposed rule change would see virtual safety cars and physical safety cars in tandem. The thing with this is that physical safety cars are better for the less good teams because it slows everybody up for the 2 laps that the safety car's out. Meanwhile, VSC is just 1 lap, so it favors the faster teams. So in that case, we should definitely put at least 1 vote down for no, keep safety cars the way they are.
Yeah.
But if it does change, I don't see it affecting us too much because it's only a hybrid approach.
Yep. Yeah, I think putting in 1 vote for no is the way to go there.
Alright, I want to take a look at our sponsors then. We have 3 offers for slot 2.
Sounds good. We're not going to get more, I don't think.
So we've got Maxwell's, Rogerson, and Chic. I'm thinking Chic because their upfront payment's $450K, and they're giving us $85K per race, and it's a short contract.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me just math that in comparison to Maxwell. Yeah, Chic's better, I think.
Yeah, we'd end up getting more over the time.
Yeah, more in a smaller length of time, so yeah, let's go for Chic.
We now have even more money! Alright, and you said you wanted to consider putting more money towards next year's car?
I'm thinking about it. I don't think this race. I think that because we still have 2 suspensions to build.
Not this race? Okay. The difference is gonna be $300K per race.
Yeah.
Alright. You wanna just continue then?
Yeah, let's just continue. And I think in 2 days we're gonna have another scout report done, so we'll be pausing again in a moment to start a new one.
Yeah. Akhmet Dulatev. He would be one of the very best drivers in ERS. On top of that, he still has some potential. Let's take a look. He's a 3-star, could be 3.75 stars. He's racing for Russian Oil. Flat spotter, timesheet hero, cycling racer. He looks decent, but Russian Oil's a GT championship, so I don't know if we'd pull him away from that.
Yeah, I don't see how we're going to pull him away from that. Seems unlikely.
Yeah. Especially at 301K per race.
Yeah, we cannot afford that.
Alright. Who shall we creep on next? I think it's funny how they have 17-year-olds in Asia Pacific and World.
Dragon Racing Team, maybe?
Yeah, let's try Dragon Racing Team. Alright, let's take a look at, maybe Hong Liao. I think he is their intern.
Alright.
Alright. And then our brakes build's finished now.
Yep. So, let's take a look again at where the parts sit.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
It got to 47 reliability. So it gained 7% reliability. You know what? They're both currently, the new parts are both currently at better performance than the old brakes. If we stick them both on reliability and throw all staff over to reliability, I think we'll get enough improvement on both of them that we might be able to use both of them in the coming race.
Alright, we'll do that then. Yep. Okay.
We'll definitely be able to use at least one of them.
Yeah. You want to start building the suspension then?
Yeah, let's start building the suspension, but we won't swap it, definitely. Our current suspension's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to have reliability good enough for our current
Alright,
race.
so going over to suspension. Medium speed corners and reliability up 10%. Medium speed corners up 25. Red zone -5. Risk level 1. And medium speed corners plus 25 to max. It basically mirrors the brakes.
It mirrors the brakes, and we're not taking the risk level. So, if we take medium speed corners plus 10 and reliability plus, where will it be standing?
It'll be standing at 35 performance and 50 reliability.
If it starts at 25 performance, no matter what, it's better than our current suspension. I think that we should take the max and just go for upgrading. And what's the good option? Medium scored. Oh wow!
Yeah, we
good
have this
has an option of
ridiculous
medium
good
speed
option.
corners plus 30. Or plus 40 to max and plus 5 days. But I think that we should go for the plus 25 to max, and then on the good one, we can take. Jesus Christ. What do we want to take for the good one, looking at these options?
We want to take medium speed corners plus 10, reliability plus 10, and medium speed corners plus 30.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh my goodness.
Suddenly we have the best suspension in ERS.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to be what happens. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we need medium speed corners plus 25 on the average ones just to give them a hope of keeping up in the long run.
Alright, so we'll buy that
God.
then.
Yeah.
760k.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Now let us advance the time.
Indeed. And just before the race starts, we're going to be able to start on the second set of suspension, which is nice.
And give our chairman more financial concerns.
More financial concerns. He's not going to have time to get financial concerns because the race is going to happen and we're going to get more money.
Uh-huh.
Before he actually has time to send us a note about it.
So the race just started.
You mean the vote?
Yep, the race to vote, I guess. Or something.
The quicker you get your ballot in, the more votes it counts for.
Quickly! Alright, so we're voting one against and keeping our second vote power saved.
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems the case to me. We could probably abstain and be safe, but
I don't want
let's just
to
vote against just to be. Yeah.
Alright. Democracy! Go! Alright, we won, even though somebody doubled up on their voting. That was close, though.
Yeah, it was us. We did it.
Virtual safety cars are for the weak. so we're all good. No, Ernie, thank you.
All right. Onwards.
Yep, got some mail. Report on the upcoming race. It's going to be a 13-lap race. However, each lap's going to be about 2 minutes. There's a 40% chance of rain, meaning there will probably be a little bit of rain in the middle of the race.
Probably, yeah. Hopefully we can time our pits to take advantage of tires.
Garuda Racing's probably going to win. We get super soft and soft tires for this one. Santa Ana wants a test track.
Yes, we will get right on that.
Alright, we finished scouting a driver. Mustafa El Sadat. He's one of the better drivers in ERS. His potential is good. He's a 2.5-star driver. Has the potential for 3.25 stars. He's currently racing for Archer BMR. His driver traits are Vancouver expert. So he's only good in Canada. Vancouver's Canada, right?
I'm terrible with geography. Yeah, I think you're right.
Alright,
we're probably both gonna look ridiculous and we're both wrong.
Yep. He's got very good
bonuses during
for
the race.
Racer. And,
not in the practice or in the qualifying if there was qualifying, but the race is the important part, so that's great.
And he refuses to take team orders under any circumstances. All right.
Doesn't matter. We don't really care about that too much.
All right, let's stalk the next Dragon Race Team China driver.
I think that was Chu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Chu.
All right.
All right.
Running some events. We were right. Vancouver is Canada.
Well, I'm glad that we don't look completely ridiculous.
Again.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one of those things where you're just like, yeah, it's totally Canada, and then you go, wait, am I actually right? I'm not like completely overconfident about something that's completely wrong. But no, we were right.
Alright, our suspension build is finished.
Wonderful. Let's start the next one. Back into the red we go!
Banzai! Alright. Our part's gonna have 65 performance, 72 max, and 50 reliability coming off the assembly line.
That's going to be insane.
Alright.
Like, it doesn't have much room for improving its performance, but holy crap, is that going to be good for this. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, there's an engine cooling system issue. Dilemma.
Dilemma.
Bit of a disaster. We found a leak in Santa Ana's cooling system. The part's reliability will be out the window if we can't fix it. Alright,
Minus 50 reliability.
It starts in the red zone.
You know what we should have probably been doing?
Huh?
In hindsight, to dodge these dilemmas, you just put all of your original parts in the cars in between races. So that it doesn't matter if you take the reliability hit, because it's not the part you're actually using.
That feels kind of scummy.
Yeah, it's a completely scummy way of getting around it, but it's just the immediate response in my head is, that's a way to get around this dilemma. But no, let's take the money hit. We've literally just spent all the money we need on cars, so we don't need much money for the coming race.
Mm-hmm. Santa Ana's like, are you sure we don't need that extra $25,000? And we're like, nah, we're financial experts.
We're financial experts. We can see you padding your budget.
Alright. Travel to Ardennes is starting, so it's time to fit our parts and then head out. Are we gonna try for the Wang Kai bonus again?
Oh my goodness, it's so tempting. It's just like, look at me. I'll give you so much more money if you can make it. I vote we go for it. The rush jet is just so small in comparison, it's worth shooting for it.
Alright.
And we're going to have even better breaks than we did last time. And, like, they're not, like, super important, but, like, every little bit counts when we made 10th last time.
Okay. Let's fit the parts then.
Yeah, let's see how the breaks came out. Where
Brakes,
do they sit?
Brakes are really nice. We could put the average ones on Evans and the good ones on Santa Ana.
Yeah, because he needs the reliability.
Alright,
we're not going to be wearing them too hard this particular race because they're not crucial parts. So
yeah.
60 should be good for them. But we definitely need it higher before the next race when they're a crucial part, because otherwise we'll just burn through them.
Alright, and then I'm thinking we put suspension on the back burner because it's not quite ready yet.
Yeah, 40% even with Nurse. I don't think I'm quite willing to trust it.
Alright, so we're all set.
Yeah, I think we're all set. Excellent.
Alright. Santa Ana's still complaining she has her dignity.
I think once we get her better suspension, she'll be less grumpy about things.
Hopefully.
Once all of our parts have improved beyond original.
Mm-hmm. Once our brakes are not 1 reliability, no, 1 performance.
That was so bad.
Alright, so I guess that'll be it for this session then.
Indeed. We won't make you suffer through the slider bars of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Not nearly as interesting.
Yep. So, the audience, we will see you when it's race time. Until then, this has been Whale Cow.
And apparently the Rattling Gun. Signing off.
Daka 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 daka.